Welcome back to MutiGeek. This week we're back at the piano, but with something completely new. I'm thrilled to share with you my brand new book, Exercises for the Modern Pianist. I'd like to take a moment and tell you a little bit about it. I put it in book form over the last few months during the pandemic, but really I started writing it decades ago. I got the idea to write exercises for myself, things that were new, different, challenging, and would build technique. The basic concepts of the book are explained in a one-page introduction, which is in 8 different languages: English, French, German, Spanish, Italian, Japanese, Chinese, and Russian. With Amazon, the book is available virtually everywhere in the world, and I thought that the music parts of it would be pretty much self-explanatory if one could read the concepts and understand why things are the way they are. There are 6 main sections to the book. You could call them chapters, but they're really just different ways that we play things on piano. There's scales, contrary motion, 2 hands not doing the same thing, moving opposite directions. Movable shapes, that's a concept I'll explain in a moment. Chords, the chordal section. Diminished scales, diminished or octatonic. That's so interesting on the piano because of the symmetrical nature to it and what you can do. And some jazzy stuff at the end. In each of those sections, I've tried to do things that are different than other exercise books for piano. This isn't meant to replace the Hanon and Czerny and Pichna and Brahms and all those, but to supplement it and give some more modern music elements. For instance, in scales, all of the scales in exercise books are written in 3/4 or 4/4, but there are 7 notes in a major scale. 7 notes. Why not write it that way? Why not simply put things in 7/8? It made more sense to me. So there are many places in the book where I've notated things in ways that seem rhythmically logical to me, but that I've never seen in another book. I also have things that are different. For instance, in the scale chapter, playing scales in different keys in opposite directions. For instance, it's a good exercise and it's a good mental exercise. There are lots of other places in the book that are not in 4/4. I've tried to move away from the exercise books that are all in 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4 and give pianists the type of things they actually see in real life. For instance, here's one from the chords section called Lydian 4/5 Workout. This works the 4th and 5th fingers of the hand. It's in the Lydian mode in 12/8. I mentioned movable shapes a moment ago. This is something I started to hear in jazz players, 35 or 40 years ago. The idea is that you take a motif, for instance, something on the pentatonic scale, and instead of practicing it in every key, you take it and transpose it by a fixed interval. So in this case, what if we transposed this by a major third? And to come back down the keyboard, the reverse. These make for very good exercises and a good workout, an interesting concept. I've included 4 of these in the book. Here's a bit of one from the diminished scales chapter. This is called 9/8 Oddity number 1. So that's a quick look at Exercises for the Modern Pianist. It's up on Amazon in most of the countries in the world already. We'll go out on a little bit of my last exercise. This is called Inside Job.